Hi, I'm Chetan Walia and welcome. I want to talk to you today about why is it that so many of us struggle to make our lives better, struggle to make our businesses better, or struggle with change in general. It's not that we lack knowledge today, right? Science today has the knowledge and means to give you the tools to make any change happen in your life. Whether it's about losing weight or whether it's about building an organization or whether it's about succeeding in a particular area, whether it's about cloning yourself into an artificial intelligence robot, science has the means to do it today. So it's not that we lack the knowledge and it's not that we lack the access to knowledge, let's put it that way. But having known everything, a lot of times we're unable to apply it, or even if we apply it, we're unable to get the same results that we've seen other people get out of the same action. So why is that? And I want you to observe this because it's absolutely critical in your journey to create meaning or in your journey to create some meaningful change happen. All of us are born and brought up into a certain context. Right now, what is this context? I have been brought up in a certain surrounding by certain parents who thought a certain way, in a certain environment, with my upbringing, with a certain knowledge influence, with my teachers and professors and my peer group and friends growing up, in the country, in the city that I lived in, the surroundings that I lived in. As a result, I picked up certain goals. As a result, I picked up certain habits. As a result, when I failed to achieve my goals at some point or the other, I picked up certain corrective measures, which could be books, which could be advice, which could be mentors, which could be managers, which could be leaders. All of that in collection brought my context, right, into existence. Now, all of that in completion gives you your context as you exist right now in your life, wherever it is that you are. And the point to remember is that your context is unique to you, as is my context unique to me. No one else in your position in this entire world has the same context as you do. And that's what makes you a unique human being. Your context in life, where you are in life, the way you think, value, or believe, whether you realize it or not, is absolutely unique to you. There is no one else on this planet who can think, feel, and behave to the same situation as you can. You are the only person who experiences your life the way you do. And when you are seeking change, it's not about knowledge, it's not about skills, it's not about what you can do or not do. It's about certain things in your context that have shaped your mindset in a particular way that do not allow you to get the same results that other people might get. Now, everyone knows, for example, what is needed to keep good health. You eat well, you live well, and you have a good physical regime. Why is it that not everyone's able to do it? So when I'm going and I'm seeking help from a coach, so to say, or when I'm seeking help from a professional, so to say, are you really looking at skills? A part of it, well, maybe, I don't know the how to, but a big part of the change is to develop the ability to get into your context, identify the pattern that's limiting you, make that change. Without that particular change, nothing is going to move no matter what the skill level you have or you don't have. How many times do you meet people who say, I haven't lived up to my potential? Now, what does it mean? That they essentially have the skills, they know they can do more, but they're not doing more. And there might be one other reasons, and you'll hear them say that you might hear them blame the society or their leaders or their managers or their spouses or their parents or whoever it is. That's their context. And something about that context has given them a situation called blame it, but has not given them a solution called solve it. And that's where perhaps is the most critical aspect of a coaching relationship, is that do coaches have the ability to get into your mind, to extract your context, because it's not in your awareness. Your context, the things that have happened might well be in your awareness, but what the impact that it's had on shaping your mindset and developed a bit of behavioral patterns, a series of behavioral patterns is not in your awareness. So do coaches have the ability to get into your mindset, to get into your context and understand those limiting behavior that are actually stopping you from practicing the skills and creating what we call a behavioral momentum towards achieving your goals. And I believe, like, I've been coaching for the last 25 years or more, and I believe that the number one skill that all of coaching certifications or all of coaches in this world lack is the appreciation and understanding of another person's context. People have got trained in a process. People have got trained in a series of sessions as to what should happen from session number 1 to 10. And in implementing that process, which is implementing a standard process across all human beings, they've missed out on the uniqueness that is a part of each human being, which is their own context, which is their own perspective into life. And Exactitude Coaching is what you see here on this page, works with your context, right? It is about penetrating and getting into the mind of a coachee, into the mind of that context, and making that mental adjustment and then arming it up with skills so that you're able to create a behavioral momentum for change. Now, I hope it makes sense to you. I've tried to simplify a complicated topic as much as possible, but if you're looking to create any change in your life or any change in another person's life, what you need to get into and take cognizance of is the context in which that life is operating, the context in which that life wants to move ahead, and deal with the context, deal with the patterns of the context before you deal with the skills of enabling change.